magical day. This we should remind us during the day, firstly, of our goal, of what we are and where we want to go. So, how to know the will of God? Whenever we think that we are doing something wrong or we are acting in the wrong way, we should close our eyes and go inside of us. Drop inside, deep inside, in our heart, and ask the self and listen to it. Because we know when we are doing something wrong, isn't it? We know there is a bad feeling, but the mind is strong and says, go on, go on. This is for the pleasure of the mind. You know, if we think that we are divine, we will become divine. But if we think we are more human, we will stay human. To go from human to divine, what we have to do is just to purify ourselves. Like the roasted pan that once a guru gave to a disciple and told him, fetch water with this. And the pan was full of holes. So he went to the river, and when he came back to the guru, it was the whole water was gone. And so he went on and on. He could never bring some water to the master. The water was flowing through the holes. And the disciple said to the master, look, it's impossible to bring water there. And the guru said, yes, but look how nice and shiny now the pan is. That's the point. We just purify ourselves. We purify this mirror full of dust. And when the mirror is cleaned, then it can reflect the light that is inside of us. You know, sorry, the heart is much stronger than the mind in reality. We just have to use it to connect ourselves with his heart, with his consciousness. Once a king sent his 2 sons to an ashram. It was the best one. There was a very good guru who was teaching. And after years, they returned. And then the king asked his 2 sons, what did you learn there about the self? So the first one was singing some mantras and praise to the divine. And the second one was only looking to the ground and was weeping. He was crying. So in that moment, the king said, this one, my second son, got a glimpse about the divine. Because the divine is not outside, it is inside of us, in our heart. And when you connect to him, then it's beyond the mind. It's just this feeling that is overwhelming. In the daily life, we should start the conversation with the divine. Because he is close to us, he is our best friend. But to start the conversation with the divine, we should silence ourselves. As long as the mind is very active, then God is far away. And the more you talk, the more you active this mind. Like we know the story of Bharat, who teach the king and told him, you know, the mind is like an oil lamp with a wick and oil inside. As long as there is oil, the lamp is burning. When there is no more oil, the wick is burning. And when the wick is burned, then there is nothing left. There is no more light. With the mind, it is the same. As long as we keep talking and talking, we feed this mind with a lot of whatever, junk food. And the more we feed this mind, the more it becomes active. By being silent, we can begin to hear the voice of the divine. So if our mind is focused on the divine, on our true self, so we will transcend all difficulties, because he does the whole thing, he does the whole work. So the best is to take time every day to sit with him, to talk to him, just to be with ourselves and with him, with the soul, with the Paramatma. And then our life will transform, and all the worldly things will become better, because then we are directly connected with him. This mind needs to be purified, so the best is to wash our brain ourselves. We don't need anybody to wash it. The media does this very much. But if we do our japa, we wash this mind, we dip this mind in the divine name, and then the vibration of the divine name acts in us, and all the divine qualities which are inside of us begin to rise up, because this name creates a vibration. Also, if we are not aware of it, it does the same. It's vibrating. And each part of the cells, all the cells of our body are vibrating this name. That's why when you see the bodies of saints, they became uncorrupted because the divine goes inside these cells and carries the vibration of it. That's why in Christianity, in Orthodoxy, we use the relics of saints to heal people. Something that is very good on our path daily is to become positive, to give us positive suggestion, to say to us, Lord, take completely possession of me. Get rid of all this negativity I offer you. I give you all this negativity. I don't want it. Just to close our eyes and to look at all the things which are disturbing us and offer them to the divine. Let go of it. Then you see all the good things that are helping us on the spiritual path. And we focus on it. Because when we focus our mind on something, this thing will grow. It's like a seed. A thought is a seed. The more you focus on it, the more it will grow. So if we focus on our good quality, they will grow. And we will go on our strength. Because if we focus on our weakness, we will become more and more weak. On the spiritual path, we should focus on our good quality, on the positivity. You know, Guruji remember us quite each satsang become positive. To become positive, we just have to put the positive thought inside this mind. We have to offer to the divine. You know, also, if we have bad habits, when we offer it before to the divine, this will transform us. There was some alcoholic guy who was going every day to the bar, drinking. And once a Vaishnava told him, yeah, you know, you should offer before you drink to the divine. He will enjoy it. So before drinking his vodka or his whiskey, he was offer it to Krishna, saying, post. And this changed completely his life. Because slowly, it was no more him who was drinking, but the Lord. And the same happened also for a guy who was addicted to opium. One day he went to a yogi and asked him, how should I change? I am so addicted to this drug. And the master told him, look, it's easy. You take, before to take your opium, you weight it, isn't it? And so take a balance and weight the same amount of opium you take, how do you say, charcoal. And before you take the opium, you write Om on a board with this charcoal. So every time the weight was diminishing, slowly, slowly, slowly. And at the end, there was no more. But there was the sign Om inside of his heart.